Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Help me welcome my dear friend Aley from Heart and Soul Connected, and welcome to Story in the Cards.
Oh, can we believe it's already a Story in the Cards night? And what a night!
I know. I know. Friday the 13th, the anticipation of the weekend. I think everyone is full of anticipation for different reasons.
Right.
And hey, why not? Why not? There's hello, Charlie C. Sage, Mary Starshine, artist Liz. Who else do we have? Tea Garden Chicken. Hello, in the zone. Hello. And in the zone, you are a member, and please send me your email address, and or send me an email at heartcenteredtarot@outlook.com. That way, I'll have your email address, and then I can send you the invite for the get together we're having tomorrow. If you'd like to attend, we'd love to have you there.
What do you know?
Yeah. Absolutely. And who else? Arlene Forney. Hello. Arlene, make sure that I have your email address as well. So, yeah. Patrick Duncan. Hello, Patrick.
Laura.
So, yeah, Patrick won't be able to.
Kiziax? How do you say that?
Laura C. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Siazik.
Okay.
Siazik. Yeah.
Yep.
Marby Gangora, Debbie Smith, Edward Kenneth, hello, Patricia S., Linda J., Kathleen Bourgeois, Anna Granger, Cynthia Rose, Dawn Turner, hello, Dawn, Gayla, Nisi T., Carolyn Booker, hello, Carolyn, Irma, Anita K., wow.
Woween is here.
Yeah. Jean Kavanaugh, Dolores is here. Hey, thank you. Thank you for joining us, you guys.
How are you? And Water Lily? Good to see everybody. Absolutely. Thanks for coming in to be with us tonight. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. And if you're just sitting back and you just want to lurk away.
That's right.
Lurk away. That is perfectly acceptable. The only thing that I will ask is please like, share, and subscribe to both our channels. I've got Aley's link in the description of the video. So yeah, make sure that you do that. Give us a little love. You know, I mean, we do this for you guys. And because we like it, you know.
Well, yeah. So, we enjoy the crap out of it as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. So.
Oh, his left eye looked funny.
Really?
He's so full of SHIT, it's probably blocking his vision.
There's that. Elizabeth, hello. I saw. He was talking the other day within the last couple of days, and his color was a little off, and I said to him, look, I said, he's so full of shit. His skin color is changing.
Yes, it is. It's getting brown.
Yes.
Like shit. Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally. Yep.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Yes.
Hello, Lois and Gayla and TW. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So you guys, Aley was telling me before we went live that apparently there's a possibility of flooding in Washington, D.C. tomorrow. I know.
And we said maybe the Pope asked for a special dispensation so people would watch him instead.
Maybe. Yeah, that's right. Maybe Pope Leo said, hey, God, we got to wash that man right out of our hair.
You heard that too, Oh, good. I was hoping it wasn't a pipe dream. You know how
Yes,
that goes. Yes.
yes. So,
Yeah.
and then the
That's like
military
that.
said that, yeah, they're not marching soldiers if it's raining or
Yeah.
thundering.
Yeah. They're not going to, it's too hard with lightning. Could you
Yes,
imagine him throwing a toddler fit though?
yes.
Oh,
Why not?
yeah.
Why
Yeah.
why can't they do that? They're supposed to be, hardy and all that. Hey,
Right.
listen, if bone spurs can keep you from serving,
Mm-hmm.
a thunderstorm is, yeah,
Yeah.
it's right up
That's right.
there.
And
So,
and I know it does flood in DC. That's right. It says 20%. What time is the parade? Oh, Debbie, I'm not sure. I
oh,
think it's an
the
all-day
parade is
event.
supposed to be between
Yeah.
6 and 9 prime time.
Oh, at night.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
Wow. Hmm.
hey, you know
Yeah.
what? We could if this is one of those, I think they called this the Schadenfreude moment, where and
Absolutely. Yeah.
yeah, and Schadenfreude, for those of you who don't know, it's it it's taking a little bit of pleasure at someone else's misery. Hey,
He takes pleasure in a lot of people's misery. So we should balance that out,
why
I
not?
think. Yeah,
Absolutely, we should.
we should.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Hello, artist Liz. If I haven't said hello to you, hello. There are so far 88 people
Yeah, I
that
know.
have
Welcome,
joined us.
everybody. Yeah, we're glad
Yes,
you're here. We are glad you're here.
absolutely.
Uh,
Absolutely. So, um, I thought that given the news about it possibly raining,
hmm,
um, maybe we can toss a few cards.
sure.
How is Taco going to react?
What I want to know is where are all those guys going to sleep? Because the guys out in California are all sleeping on the floor of they're sleeping without beds. There's no
Yeah.
food, there's no water, and they're not getting paid. They don't have any orders. So,
Oh,
oh,
are you kidding? They're not getting paid.
not yet anyway. No, they didn't get their orders. So, all
Listen,
right.
if I don't have orders, if I don't have it in writing, I'm not moving.
Really, really.
Yeah,
They
I'm
could
not
have
moving.
refused anyway. They could have said that this was against their whatever. They could have done that. Yeah.
Except, as a
Maybe.
matter of fact, there was somebody on YouTube, and I think it was someone who was connected to a lawyer, but don't quote me on that. I could be wrong.
Uh-huh.
Who posted the a 1-800 number
Yeah.
and said, if
If you
you
don't want to go, you don't have to.
you
Yeah.
don't have to go, call this,
Yeah.
call this number, and yeah, they'll tell you what to do. So,
Well, then he's also taken out a Craigslist ad for people to get paid $1,000 in cryptocurrency and get a red hat. I
yes,
mean, right there, that's a good reason to go. To be seat fillers.
yes,
Seat
seat
fillers.
fillers,
Yeah.
and yes, and they're looking for people uh, uh, that are visible minorities
Oh,
and
yes.
dark skinned.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
and listen, you're also going to get fast food and soda.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about the most important part.
Yes, the
You
most
can get a
important.
big, you know what someone said? I heard on the news when he gets an order from McDonald's, he gets 2 Big Macs, 2 filet of fish, and a shake for a meal.
Ha! Well, fish is good for you, so he's balancing the Big Mac with
Well, I
something
guess so.
little.
You're getting some of the food groups there. Yeah. So, and
Yes,
speaking of, look, it says he needs a body scan because look, there's all
yes,
this junk food going in him, and but
yes.
then I get the card for this, the message to Donald Trump. I get the judgment card, and it says, "Wake the fuck up, release judgments of others and yourself." Evaluate. What does that say? Evaluate your idiocy. Yes.
Yeah, evaluate. Okay, I get the hot tubs too hot.
Oh, it is. The temperature is really
Rising.
up. Oh,
It yeah, it is. We're you know, I've been saying this for a while now, and I hope that you guys are starting to believe me. Okay?
mhm.
This get excited. Get excited because the more that things go wrong for him, the more that um, that we see um, people losing their shit. That's how you
Oh,
know we're close to the end.
yeah,
That's how
absolutely.
you know.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
that's right.
And TW wanted to know what the
The
what
cards
the
were, I think it's the Swear Tarot. You can
swear
get it
tarot.
on Etsy if that's
Yeah.
the one you mean. Yeah. But the
Yes.
other one that Marina had and I had too is a deck called Visions in Liminal Space.
Yes.
That's where the hot tub card came and the yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, they're 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 interesting cards. Put it that way. They're interesting cards. Yeah. Debbie Bachelor, hello. Nice to see you here. We've got 115 in the room.
Welcome,
Nice.
everybody. It's wonderful to have
Yes,
you here. Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah.
Carolyn
So,
Cooper came in. Welcome if we
yes.
didn't see you because the thing goes kind of fast. And Linda
Yeah.
Bishop. Yeah. Oh, no.
Nice. Thank
Yeah.
thank you guys. Um yeah, he's not he's not going to be happy tomorrow. He's not going to be happy because yeah, if it rains, there's no parade. You can't have helicopters, especially if it's thundering.
And parachutists coming out of planes, right?
Yeah, no, that's not going to
No,
happen.
no.
And if there is going to be flooding, well, maybe a lot of those military people are going to need to go out and do some sandbagging.
Maybe. You're right. They're
Hey,
just there to do the work just before
yes,
the tanks rip up the road.
yes, yeah, yeah. That would be yeah.
Mm.
And yes, Charlie, no fireworks. Or,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there goes your fireworks show.
Isn't
So,
Lee Greenwood and some other yo-yo going to sing or something as well?
yeah,
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
Okay.
let
No.
let him hold the microphone, especially if it's raining
Yes.
and thundering, right? Come on up, Donald. Do you have something you want to say?
Did you
Absolutely.
happen to see the picture of him going with Melania to the the Kennedy Center, and
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
she was holding on his thumb. It was like she didn't want
He
to touch
was
it.
holding her
She was
thumb.
holding under her thumb.
Or yeah, or her pinky finger or something.
Right.
But yeah, it's like that. No, you can't hold my hand. Look,
Right.
this. That's all you get. That's all the real estate you get. Right?
Yes, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yep.
And someone interviewed him and asked him if he identified more as Jean Valjean
Oh yes.
or somebody else.
Or the
Well,
police. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's they're both great characters, and yeah, I've seen Les Mis before. Oh, bullshit, bullshit.
He lives Les Mis. He makes us Les Mis. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
Uh-huh. Oh,
yeah.
Mary, from your lips to God's ear, maybe Kristi Noem will get ejected from a cardboard cannon. I love that idea because, she's the one who said that the representative Padilla was creating political theater, but I seem to remember her standing in all these outfits, like one was in a prison with men all behind her, and
Yes, yes. She's the Barbie doll. That she's got an outfit for every occasion.
yeah, she
I wonder
does.
what she wore when she killed the dog.
That I had considered because she wouldn't want to get a mess all over herself. And of course, she also killed, I believe it, a goat as well.
Yes,
So, don't get,
yes,
yeah. The thing that was very evident was that somebody said, remember, she was going to run for president or something.
yes,
And
yes.
or to be his vice president, one or the other. But after she wrote
Oh,
that,
yes,
even if you do that, which is abysmal, and I'm a big animal lover, and it's disgusting what she did. How
yes,
did you tell people you did that?
yes. Yeah, that was yes. Actually, now that I think about it,
Oh,
yeah, she wanted to be his VP,
mm-hmm.
and yeah, the book came out, and the reason that she left it in there is because she wanted to show him that she could do the dirty work.
Oh, is that right?
She's
Oh,
okay. Yeah,
yeah.
getting down
Not
on
a
the
weak woman, in other words. Yeah, okay.
yes, yeah,
All right.
exactly. And
Hmm.
yeah, and her thing with Senator Padilla was, well,
Sure.
he didn't identify himself.
Right. Which is bullshit, since we all saw the video over and over again. And he
Yes,
did identify himself. He
yes.
was actually walked in there by the Secret Service and the
Mm-hmm.
FBI. They walked in there with him. I don't
Yep.
understand why they didn't step up to the plate when these guys started getting rough with him. I thought that was odd, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
And
Oh, Denise.
if
Yep.
he sues her, and he
Yep.
should, I hope he does.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's been calls by most of the Senate and for her to step down. And I heard them shouting and yelling on the Congress floor. But Mike, he thinks that Padilla should be sanctioned. Yes, because he's the one who created the problem.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh my
Excuse me.
goodness.
Sorry.
Edward says he saw an Insta clip of a taco truck in LA where ICE took 5 workers and 2 customers. No one there and food burning on the grill.
Well,
Wow.
I
Wow.
wonder. Yeah.
Yeah, they are cowards. They're all
There's
cowards.
and Donald Trump came out for those of you that are in California, and if you work on the farms,
Oh,
pick
yes.
vegetables and whatnot, or if you work in the hospitality area,
Yeah.
he said, those those people, some of them have been here for like 30 years. They're necessary. We have to look after our farmers. We
Yep.
can't be taking their workforce.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yep.
That's
right.
one of those moments. That really? They're
Yeah.
necessary? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Well, I just have to say I listened to almost all of Gavin Newsom's. So presidential, honestly.
yes.
It's like having Barack Obama explain something,
Yes.
And some of the burns he gave were perfect, and one of them was, Trump calls me Gavin Newsom. He says, but he's not very original because somebody in 8th grade called me that. And then,
Uh-huh.
and then he said that in response to that thing that you said about we need workers, and for the farms and stuff. He said this is typical of him. He creates a problem,
Yes.
and creates this big maelstrom, and then he comes in and he believes he's solving that problem that he created, but he doesn't realize he created it.
Yes.
And it's such a joke.
It is. It is.
Wow.
And that is so exactly like Trump. Because the other thing that he was talking about, I I don't even pay attention anymore to where he is when he's talking. It's just he sees a camera and he has to get in there and start making things.
God, yes.
That yes, the if it wasn't for him, LA would be burned.
Oh yes, that's right. That's right. He saved LA. He did.
He did.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because he did what needed to be done, and he went up the he went up the western coast, and he turned on the water.
Oh, the faucet from the Pacific Northwest. Yes.
From the Pacific Northwest, because I mean, anybody who knows geography, that California butts right up against Canada, right? So yeah, he came up to Canada and he turned on that water faucet. And that put out the forest fires.
Well, this is what we should tell him tomorrow when it floods in DC. Well, you opened the faucet and what it did was just spread all the way to Washington, DC. That's all it did.
Yes. Absolutely.
Because if we can be ludicrous, we can be too.
Exactly. That's right. You want to tell lies? We'll tell lies.
Right.
And one of the ones that I like that's really going around, and I personally, entertainment purposes only, what do I know? I read tarot cards. He's wearing a pee catheter.
Yes, he is. Yes. It isn't what you might think it is. It's definitely not that long. So it's the catheter.
Oh God. Oh, we have it on very good authority.
Right. Stormy told us. And we know tomorrow it might be stormy. Stormy's revenge. There you go. Oh my God. Oh, yes. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yes, and a poo-poo pamper. And a pee-pee catheter.
Yeah. Debbie Smith, I saw that sheriff in Brevard County, Florida. And he said, if you protest, if you do this, we're going to arrest you. We're going to do this and this and that. And the last thing he says is, and if you are violent or create any kind of problem or go after you're going to be cemetery dead. Yeah, you're going to be cemetery dead.
We're going to be notifying your family where to pick up your remains.
That's right.
Right. So,
and he looks like Sheriff Buford T. Justice, the guy that Jackie Gleason played in the old Smokey and the Bandit movie.
Yes, absolutely. And if you run from us, you're going to be tired when we arrest you.
That's right.
And I looked at him and thought, oh yeah, like you're going to chase anybody.
They might sick the alligators because the alligators can run faster than the sheriff can.
Yes.
So, be watching for them. Yeah.
Absolutely. That, okay. Is that sheriff going to have a job for long, or is he going to be tossed out? Is he going to have? Yeah. Is he going to have a job? Broke is the beginning.
Look, it's a pig.
I know.
Oh, Marina, that's perfect.
It is. You
can't make that up. Yep.
No.
Boss hog.
Boss hog. Yes. Yeah, there he is.
Guts are going to be spilled all over the road.
Yes. Yeah. There was, words matter. And the words that he used said more about him than about anybody else.
Absolutely.
So,
Yep.
Florida.
Oh, Marina, that's funny. You know, I'm reminded of the time that Trump was coming out of a building in New York. I think he was in New York. I'm not sure he was the president,
Yes.
but he walks out of the building and there's nobody there. And he looks to his right and he starts waving, and the camera goes over and there's nobody there. That's going to be him tomorrow. Oh.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
love me. They love me. Yeah. That's what happens when you
Yeah.
live in your own imagination.
That's true. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. I
Two more
remember
questions.
that, and as soon as you said it, yeah, I could see it so
Yep.
clearly. Yeah, out he goes.
Yeah. How embarrassing. And then there's people, yelling. What I loved, though, was the Kennedy Center where we had 4 drag queens show up.
Yes.
That was awesome. Really awesome.
And they got more applause
than
he did.
Yes.
So, yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Exactly. They are more popular. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So, we also saw that a lot of the GOP were questioning the Democrats, and yeah, like Aley said, it was a shouting match. It really was, and rightfully so, because the GOP were attacking the Democrats, and it's like, okay, Senator, yes or no? Are you going to comment on the insurrection in LA? The guy said, there is no. Yes or no? Yes or no? And the guy said, well, are you going to comment on January 6th? That was not my question. That was not. I said yes or no. And it seemed that all of them, it was like they took a class.
Yeah.
And whoever was heading the class said, just keep reverting back to the yes or no. Yes or no.
Yeah. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
and they made total asses of themselves. And of course, who was there? Lauren Bobo.
Yeah.
Bobo. Marjorie Taylor Greene, who doesn't, she likes to yell and talk over people. I think she likes to hear her own voice. Either that, or, all that bleach that was put on her hair. I think it's
bad bitch built body. I bet.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Totally. So, I know we don't really want to look into it, but I think we have to mention the Israel and Iran.
Yeah.
Because
Patrick,
well,
you're hot tonight. Yeah. There you go.
So the concern and that was raised, yes, is there's a good number of people who are worried that this Israel-Iran thing could start World War III. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just here to tell you, don't panic. Don't panic. There's a lot of things that have to happen in order for things to get to World War III, kind of level, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, there's going to be a lot of bluster. There's going to be a lot of talking and, saber rattling and all that kind of stuff. That's all it is just a lot of saber rattling. Everybody wants to be right, and no one wants to listen to someone else. Think of what's going on over there as the beginning of the end for Netanyahu.
I agree. I totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think most Israelis don't want this. They do not want to serve in yet another war, or to defend themselves against yet another group of people.
Right.
We're tired, right? We
Yeah.
have to, we have to grow up. We have to listen. We have to always be conscious of what is around us and whatnot. They're tired. They're tired. Cooler has those flimsy pointed paper cups every time I see
Like a
one.
dance. If the Saudis get involved, it might happen. Well, you know, never say never. It's very possible. But this is what most people are responding to in card form to Netanyahu. Are you fucking crazy? Say no.
Yes.
Nobody wants another war. Yeah.
No. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so I'm going to pull from that. I think that cooler minds are talking to Netanyahu and saying, "Oh fuck yeah, go for it, go for it. I'll hold your beer."
Right. Yeah. You do you, and I'll do me. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh,
so,
my God. Yeah.
No, this is Netanyahu is. He knows that if he ever leaves Israel, if he is ever captured, he's going straight to The Hague, because there is a warrant out for his arrest for crimes against humanity. He is doing to the Palestinians and now to the Iranians what Hitler did to his grandparents.
Of course. Of course. Yeah.
He can't make the association.
Right.
It's the idea that he's trying to keep Israel safe. Who's attacking Israel? Who?
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
well, and you're going to keep Israel safe by igniting the, what do you call it? The nuclear facility.
Yes.
And didn't Trump have an agreement with Iran, a nuclear agreement, which he stopped? And now he's saying that we should have a nuclear. This is another thing that Newsom said, I think. It was like, you had it. You got rid of it. Now you want it? It's like, gee whiz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Just like NAFTA. He didn't like NAFTA.
Right.
So he did away with NAFTA. He renegotiated it by calling it like US NAFTA, who's NAFTA or something. And said, see, I renegotiated it. It was already in place, you moron. It was already there.
Yeah.
You don't. Yeah. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Newsom is absolutely fabulous at calling out his bullshit.
Yeah, he really is. And I know he pissed off a lot of people. It pissed off me when he met him at the plane that time, and it seemed so, and then apparently right after that went on with Joe Rogan. But he's holding the fire to the flame on this one. And so I'm in his corner, back in his corner. He's redeemed himself, so to speak.
Yes, he has. Yes, he has. And I like the fact that, when he met Donald at the plane, Melania was thrilled to see him.
Oh my God. It was like when she saw Justin.
Yes.
And actually somebody said that Newsom is the Justin of the United States.
Could be.
Good looking men.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Pretty damn good. Yeah. And he's a Libra. He's a Libra.
Aw, that's perfect.
10-10.
10-10. Doesn't get better. Doesn't get better.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Linda G said Rocket Man Kim is saying he will help Iran, but he will fail to use nukes because of ET intervention if he tries.
He believes in that? Holy shit.
He,
Wow.
you know what?
Wow.
No, just no. Kim Jong-un doesn't have.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. That's hard. That's very hard. By the way, everybody, if you were all wondering why you're not seeing some syndicated shows of the Dr. Phil show, first of all, he is not a licensed doctor anymore and cannot practice. So what is he doing now? He's going with the ICE people on the ICE raids.
Just like the puppy killer.
Just like the puppy killer, just like the pillow guy, just like Stephen Miller. There's a video out there of Stephen Miller in high school because he's only 39, you know.
Yes.
And he's really scraggly looking, and he's holding a, you know, and talking into this microphone, and he says, "They just keep telling me to pick up the trash." He's at high school. And pick up the trash. And he says, "That's what the janitor's job is. I don't have to pick up trash." So he was entitled way back then, 20 years ago. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Most of them are. He gives me the creeps because if I was going to put together a modern day Nazi, and again, entertainment purposes only, and I wanted people to be able to look at my creation and immediately recognize it as a Nazi, I would use his face. I would use his image.
You don't even have to put any words. You're right. You're right.
No. That's just he is the embodiment of all of it.
Well, they put his face on a bat a lot of the time, and it hangs upside down, and there's Stephen Miller's face.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
So, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and his wife leaves him for Ketamine Boy.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Yeah, Miller's only 39, yeah. Born in 86 or 85. I don't know. Hasn't had his birthday. I'm not sure. But yeah. Yeah. I do want to put this up. This is an interesting question. Do you think we will finally get some primetime coverage, we the people? That's a good question, actually.
Absolutely. Okay. And
we freaking better. Jesus.
Yes. You know what? That deserves a proper card.
Read.
Not,
So they, you know, we have this lady that's reporting in LA, and she's from Australia, and she's standing there and she's reporting what's going on, doing nothing, just talking.
Yes.
And she looks around and she takes a look at one of the soldiers, and the soldier shoots her in the ankle with a rubber bullet.
Yes.
So, you know, every single one of the amendments to the Constitution, people don't understand that are in MAGA what amendments are. They're like, we should have the original Constitution. And I love it when somebody calls them out and says, "Oh, don't you believe in the Second Amendment?" "Oh, yes, I do. That's my well, do you know what an amendment is? That's not the original Constitution. This is the type of ridiculousness that we're having to deal with.
Yes.
You can't fix stupid, you know?
No, not even with duct tape. Okay. Yeah. Will we finally get primetime coverage, we the people? I get the King of Wands. This is the new ideas, the new thoughts, new goals. Yes. Wow. And don't forget, wands are fire. They are they represent the soul, the
Mhm.
the I desire. So
Mhm.
yes,
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely.
absolutely.
So I got 3 cards, but I think the first one is it's coming to the boiling point. I mean, for us, it's already there and it's been there for months, but now we're getting to the boiling point. But this one doesn't make me happy because I can see this being Tiananmen Square style stuff. And
Mhm.
if allowed, I can't even imagine what that is going to, because the senator was, well, first of all, they got the congresswoman and they're suing, the Justice Department is suing her in New Jersey. And then they take down Padilla on the ground. And where does it end? And it takes people when it affects you directly. That's the
Yes.
only time people stand up. And I think everybody should not go to work. That's what I think.
Yes.
Because we
Mhm.
got the baby angels on our side.
Yes.
And this is cute too, because Los Angeles, you know.
Yes. Yes. City of Angels.
Oh, one of the
Absolutely.
helicopters to the parade crashed, Terry. Oh my goodness. I did not know that.
Ah. Oh, that's
I hope
awful.
everybody's, I mean, I hope they're all right. Yeah. We all have a dog in this race. We do. We do. Hi,
Yes.
Mary.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. And there
Mm.
was yeah, someone had mentioned in one of the other shows, yeah, that this is where we're getting to the point where we can witness A Handmaid's Tale, even though some places have banned the book and you can't
Right.
read it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Or
absolutely.
watch
So
it
yeah,
on TV. Yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's very
So no,
true.
we it is time. It is time. Let your voice be heard. Don't attend the protest. Be part of the protest. Um, and I was telling Aley before we started that this weekend is the G7, which is meeting in Kananaskis, which is just outside of Calgary.
Okay.
And one of the things that I did is when, um, well, listening to what's his name, Charlie Angus,
Uh-huh.
and he was talking about letting the felon in, and I thought, you know what, maybe since there are protesting in the U.S., maybe I should see if there are protests in my area for the G7, and there are.
Yeah.
There are.
Yeah.
And I'm actually contemplating going to one. I want to make sure that I pick the one that is going to be most against Trump, as
Right.
opposed to just against the G7.
Right.
Um, okay, wait a minute. I started saying that for a reason, and now all of a sudden it's gone
We're going
without.
to read on it because I think Charlie Angus, what he said, a lot of us would agree with. But this is pretty much what Charlie Angus said. It's okay to say, hell no. We don't need this person in Canada.
Yes.
If he was just a
Yeah.
regular person, there'd be no way, you know? Yeah.
No, no.
Yeah.
But the way that he's getting around it is he is not, he's only staying in Canada for a few hours. He's going to
Right.
be flying in by helicopter from Montana
Mm-hmm.
to attend for a couple hours, and then he's going to fly back to Montana. So as long as he doesn't have to clear customs,
Yeah.
then that's a way for him to get
What is he
around
going to
that.
do for those several hours without a McDonald's probably within a distance? Yeah.
Yeah, might have to order it on the US side and bring it with
Oh,
him.
well, yeah, there you go. You could put them in the warmer on Air Force One. There you go. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
makes
So
sense.
yeah, absolutely. Oh, okay. I'm sorry that I lost my train of thought
It's
on
okay.
that, because there was something, yeah, that was important that I was going to say about it, and then yeah,
Mhm.
there you go.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So don't yeah don't get too into what could and couldn't happen in with the situation going over there. So yeah. The Hegseth made a very interesting comment. And that was after, Judge Charles Breyer, who ruled that Trump must turn power of the National Guard over to Newsom because it is illegal, right? So anyway, Trump's lawyers said that, there's only one commander in chief. And the judge said, well, no, there isn't, because Trump is not the commander of the National Guard. That's why he has to give that up. Well, Hegseth, his comment was that local judges should not rule on foreign policy or national security. And I thought, is California now a foreign country?
Well, it should be, is what I say. But yeah. Give me a break.
Yeah. How stupid do you have to be? Really? But,
well, it's just like, Blondie there, KK Carolyn, whatever her name is. She said that Trump, we got to stop having these other branches of government stepping in and not allowing things in the presidency, because it's stopping things and it's tying things up. And I thought, somebody go and give her the Constitution about the three executive power and the judicial, and these people don't have any idea. And I thought, what's her name, that coined the phrase alternative facts.
Yes,
I thought she was stupid, but
Kellyanne Conway.
Kellyanne, yes, this girl is a Kellyanne Conway -100. She's actually from New Hampshire, and I'm embarrassed to say that. That's where I grew up.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Sometimes we just have to accept the fact that there are some people who do not represent us well. Right. You might want to look into her family history. That it maybe her Uncle Daddy might have.
Well, she married one of her dad's friends, and he's 65. And what is she, 29 or something?
Something.
And
like that.
She had a baby and said, "Here, you take care of the baby. I'm going to take the job in the White House." So we got mixed up stuff going on here.
Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Dr. Oz, he's in a trial right now.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. And
no. I'm sorry. It's Pillow Guy that is. I apologize. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Pillow Guy is having his trial. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. She's 27-ish, but seriously, isn't strange how young all the people Trump surrounds himself with.
Yes. Well, everybody else doesn't make him do it. Yeah.
Yeah. That does not necessarily make him hip or cool.
Right.
So
those young soldiers, Mercury Angel, you're right. They were all standing behind him at Fort Bragg. So this is it. They were given orders, no fat or sloppy soldiers, and they all had to be MAGA. Yes. And you didn't have to go if you weren't MAGA, but you surely had to clap and all that stuff and boo when it was appropriate, because it's all a big organized reality show.
Yeah. It's theater. It's performance. In all the things that he does is,
I think so.
Yeah, based on that, on performance. So
I know. Crazy for being so lonely.
Totally. totally.
In
Just
Mary's neck of the woods, Trump country had no King's demo tonight over the overpass for State Route Highway. People showed up, not hundreds, but this is Trump country. So it gives her hope. That's Ohio, part of Ohio. Yeah. Thanks for weighing in, Mary. That's nice to know.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Mercury Angel says, yeah, I was actually embarrassed for the military if this is the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What it makes total sense. Wasn't Trump the one who called them suckers and losers? Because, you know, he couldn't understand why they would go to Europe and fight in a war, because what's in it for them?
Yeah. I don't understand it. What's in it for them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, I never said that. I love our veterans. No.
Sure you do. That's why you're taking away their health care.
Right.
Because you love them so much.
I know.
And yeah,
I call in the memory of my Marine Corps Vietnam brother who went to Vietnam 3 times, just passed a couple of years ago. He would be right there in Washington, D.C. protesting. He would be fit to be tied. Yep. Yep.
Absolutely. Because there's only one commander in chief. That he's not a commander in chief. He's the he's like the show coordinator. You know, but they like what was his name on Love Boat?
No, or was it the little girl? She got everybody to Lauren. She got everybody to
to
work around. Yeah.
But,
look at this. I got drone strike. I would be interested to know if that might occur tomorrow. If in fact the parade does go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one, Bern. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Ha. Well, you know what? Is there a possibility? I don't know if are drones able to go up if there's inclement weather?
Yeah, anybody know?
Yeah.
Donnie Two Dolls.
Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Captain
Is there a
Stewie.
possibility? Ooh. Well,
I just had a really ominous feeling that we didn't think what would happen on 1/6 would happen. I hope there's no collateral damage. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to say, because there's going to be so much tension that will escalate. But we need this. The people need to show that they don't want this.
Yes.
And unfortunately, some people will look like they did at the George Floyd thing. They started fires and they did that, but those people weren't. They kept calling them Antifa, but it wasn't. It was the opposite. And so that's the only thing I'm concerned about. That all that violence from the Antifa people. No, it's probably your own people that are creating that violence. So
yes, because it's it is a performance, right? You want to be able to to write the narrative and to have control over it and whatnot.
You're right.
And Mary Starshine said, mobile stock went up, and gas prices are going to go up. Yes, and they're going to go up not so much as a result of what Trump has directly done, but what Israel has done in Iran.
Yes, we are, Elizabeth. We are, and that I'm proud to be Antifa. I don't want fascists in this country.
No. No. Oh, My stepmother divorced my dad and remarried, and I called him Uncle Daddy. He was clinically crazy. Okay, I
Wow.
I can I can identify with that. Okay,
Can you?
because and I'll tell you why. When when Chris, well, I was married to a guy who was in the military. And when Chris was about a year and a half old, my ex-husband was deployed. He was in the Navy. So he was that first year, he was home, I think, for 45 days out of that whole year.
Mhm.
So we had friends who would, come over and check up on me, make sure I was okay, if I needed anything done in the house and so on. So the friends that would come over, I just automatically, um, when I introduced Chris to them, I would say, "Oh, well, that's your Uncle Butch, that's Uncle this, Uncle that, whatever." So
Yeah.
that, yeah,
Uh-huh.
when his father finally did come home, that's exactly what he said, "Uncle Daddy."
That's great. Oh my God.
Yeah,
That's fun. Oh, that's
yes,
fun.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, yeah. So anyway, what else was I going to, I thought that it might be fun to maybe just take a look at a couple people that are in Congress or in the House.
Mhm.
And if we could go back and maybe look at their high school picture and kind of
Um,
take a look at what advice their mothers might have given them that maybe they should have taken.
There you
So,
go.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, like Bobert,
Hmm.
what would be something that might be by her high school picture, advice from my mom that should have been taken to heart.
Oh,
Just pull a few cards.
all right.
Yeah. Oh.
I have here, there's always more than one involved.
Hmm.
The dark, shadowy. I'm thinking of Beetlejuice at this point.
What did you see? Yes. There you go. Makes perfect sense.
Oh, okay. You want us to guess from the picture? Oh, all right. Next time we'll do it that way. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, don't tell us. Make us guess from the picture.
Huh.
Okay. What what I get is for Bobo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You came here to help turn off the lights.
Then she's doing a perfect job. Yes, her mission is being
Yeah.
taken care
Turn
of.
turn turn off the lights. Turn off the
Yep.
lights.
Yep.
Um and
Put
what
the name
about
in the private chat. Put the name in the private chat, and we'll read on the next one and see if they
uh-huh.
can. Yeah, see if they can guess.
Yes. Okay. Uh all right, hold on. I got to put it
Yep.
in the pri- and
I wish we had pictures. That would be a fun thing to do sometime.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Comments.
Okay. All right.
Thunder and lightning. Very, very frightening. Okay.
Oh, this seems like a perfect card for this person. I have focus on stable finances and healthy fucking love. Yeah, this person has been identified with several oddities. So, yes.
Okay. All right. from the Swear Tarot, I
Mhm.
get, if you want instant wealth, cash in your swear jar.
Oh, Charlie thinks it's Johnson. Not him.
I, I, okay, well, I'll tell you.
Yoga teacher. Remember, was it the yoga teacher or the guy at the fitness center that this person was involved in? Remember that? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, it was the fitness center.
They're all
Okay.
so much alike. They're all so much alike. It's hard to be able to tell that. That's the
Yes.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
it was.
yes,
Yeah. It was
Amanda
mine.
Carroll says, yeah, she thought Johnson too.
Mhm.
It's I was actually thinking of MTG.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Tantric yoga.
Stormy, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. MTG.
MTG. Easy as 1, 2, 3.
Yes. Okay.
How about
right.
the baby?
Kundalini. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, folks, we are at just
We are at the hour.
Over the 1 hour. And I wish that I had started this little game earlier, but I am starting to fade fast.
She hasn't had her dinner either, and that's important, everybody. Yeah.
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 Yeah. And this is my third back-to-back show. So yeah, I'm starting to
Overachiever. That's what I get blamed for being. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So thank you, all of you.
Thanks.
For joining us. Right now, yeah, we're at 177 people. That is
nice.
179. Fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous, you guys. So thank you. And Aley, you know how much I look forward to
I
this.
know. So much fun. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Maybe we'll get some pictures and you can figure out who they are. We'll see what we can do. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Aley. And we will see you on the 27th.
All right.
All right. Take care.
Bye, everybody.
Bye now.